you just want to give me a countdown so that I can stop the timer. Alright.
Yeah, alright. So let me hop in game here. Before I start the run, I'm going to quickly note that I'm taking an unoptimized route, because the optimal route isn't all that interesting to look at, and I just wanted to give something extra, so I'm going to showcase some of my favorite areas. But countdown will be when I start the game. There's a short intro with the lights, and then it'll start the game, so I'll give a heads up there. Also, originally I was going to go with my favorite song on the track, but there's a much more obvious choice here, and that's Magical Sound Shower. So here we go. Run starts in 3, 2, go. So, this is OutRun. This is my tutorial for you guys. I'm going to be giving a tutorial on how to play the video game OutRun for the Sega Genesis. By the end of this tutorial, you should all have world record, so I'm looking forward to that. This is an old game. Step 1, this is an old game, and you should like it because it's recommended that you play this game while you're driving on the highway in sunny California. I'm doing that right now. It's hard to tell because I don't have my webcam on, but it's highly recommended. Step 3, let's talk about mechanics. That's a thing. So, the controls in this game are pretty simple. We're taking our first detour here to the right, by the way. Controls are pretty simple. The drivers in this game are lunatics. That guy just totally cut me off. You can move left, you can move right, you gotta accelerate, you gotta brake, and you can switch between low and high gear. That's about it. But the difficulty of this game is actually pretty interesting. That was really bad RNG with the AI there. Like I said, the drivers in this game, they're complete lunatics. They're much more dangerous than you are, despite how fast you're going. But yeah, so you were going through this wind tunnel. The difficulty of this game, in general, this isn't completely true, but as you move further to the right, at the end of each stage you go left or right. The further you go to the right, generally speaking, it gets harder. But, oh wow, I don't know how I hit that car. But more specifically, there's 3 things that sort of determine difficulty. That's how hard the turns are, how many lanes are available to you. For example, the beginning of the stage is really difficult because there's only 3 lanes, which is the smallest amount. And pretty much RNG, other than that. Car spawns and all of the terrifying AI that comes with that. Also, you know how sometimes you're driving down the road and 2 cars will just kind of go through each other? That happens a lot in this game. So that'll throw me off every now and then. But I think we'll be okay. This is one of the hardest turns in the run. I'm probably going to have to come to a complete stop here, or close to. But hopefully not. Okay, we actually made it alright. Normally, you'll have to totally stop on that turn or else you'll hit the windmills. But, I think we're good. So, yeah. Cars drive through each other every now and then, and that's annoying in real life, and it's annoying in this virtual, fast-paced world. But that's okay. We're just gonna deal with it. Now, earlier I noted that you should like this game because it's old, and that's true. That's true, but there's a much bigger factor at play here. Can anyone tell me what the most important thing about a video game is? The most important factor in a game? That's right, it's bandwidth. All video games have bandwidth. Humans have bandwidth that affects it, but more bandwidth you got, bigger, better, more game you got. So this game, it's got a lot of bandwidth. The sky's big. There's a lot of trees, so that's a lot of bandwidth. It's a good game. Ooh, that was a close call. I like this area because the camera normally the perspective, you can't really see the oncoming road. But in this stage, the turns are so quick and short that you can actually see the road twisting in front of you in some parts. I think that looks really cool. Also, this game is quite literally about racing against time. You're trying to get to the end before the sun goes down, but there's a little bit of inconsistency. This stage is very close to nighttime, and as you'll see on the next stage, it's practically midday. So that's a little odd, but, you know, whatever. Short run. We're coming up on the last area here. Short but sweet. I like this area. It's definitely one of the harder ones, but I like it because there are these really cool stone tunnels that we'll be going through that you'll get to see pretty soon. I believe we're turning left here. These are some bad car spawns. And I'll give a heads up for time when we're getting close to it. Ooh, nice. But yeah, we're almost done with our tutorial here. I know it's surprisingly short, but I hope you all enjoyed it nonetheless. This pink car, man. That truck just tried to drive me off the road. Jesus. Alright, we're gonna have one last turn after this stone tunnel coming up. Here's the tunnel, and we're gonna turn right. And then we'll be pretty close to calling time. Time is when we see some orange text flash on the screen. So here we go, and time. And that's OutRun. It's very short, but very cool game. It really is a quite difficult game, but it's aged really well, and I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. The music's great. The voice acting is great. Camels are great. There's, you know, what's not to like? So thanks for the Dales, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for having me.